Disaster Talks by G.R.A.C.E Community Services. I'll be your host. I'm Ruama Camp, Executive Director with G.R.A.C.E Community Services. Disaster Talks, Rue's List, a community that is helping to bridge the gap between communities, disaster victims, and resources. Today, I have with us Stephanie Carmona. She is the Executive Director with the Sunshine Center. Their focus is servicing adults with disabilities. Stephanie, we thank you today for being a part of our show.
Thank you.
I hope that you feel very, very welcome.
I do.
You're relaxed.
I'm relaxing.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Stephanie, tell me a little bit about you. How long have you been in the social service industry?
Well, I've been in the social service industry for 15 years, but I've been with Sunshine Center for 6 years now.
That's awesome. And so what is the mission and the goal of the Sunshine Center?
Well, the Sunshine Center has been around since 1953, and we have been providing services to individuals with developmental disabilities, guided by a mission to enhance independence as well as community responsibility and to foster self-esteem and dignity among individuals with disabilities.
Oh, that's so awesome, keeping the dignity.
Yes.
Well, you said you foster responsibility. So what is that like for a person with disabilities when a disaster happens in their neck of the woods?
Well, just like for anyone, disaster and change in general is very difficult, but if you have a developmental disability and are not able to process as well what is going on and not able to access the resources on your own, it's extremely difficult.
Wow. Give us a snapshot of what you and your agency was able to do after Hurricane Ike hit the Gulf.
Well, Sunshine Center, we were displaced actually for 4 months. We were closed completely for 6 weeks and then displaced. We were fortunate enough that Texas A&M University took us in because their students were at College Station. And so we were able to provide day services, activities to our individuals until our building was up and running. But we continued to provide day habilitation, and what that is it's providing teaching and providing development of necessary skills for continued community living. And we do that at our center. We have a variety of activities that we give them, and that helps them to learn, to continue their skills, and then it allows their family members to go to work knowing that their loved ones are in a safe environment where they're continuing to learn.
That's awesome. I was out visiting Galveston the other day, and I was privileged to be in your building, in your offices. Mm-hmm. And I heard you say something that really touched my heart. You said that there was a lady that could not find her daughter or her son for 4 months after Hurricane Ike.
Yes, there was an individual. She was not attending our center prior to Ike. Her daughter was in a residential facility, and when Ike came, that facility evacuated like everyone else, and she evacuated and then was gone, taken from place to place, and the mother was not, she had to find her, and she found, well, she had gone to this place, and by the time she had found out where she was, they'd moved her somewhere else, and she said it took her 4 months to find out where her daughter was. And it's needs like that and things that people experienced after the storm that made us realize that we really needed more services for individuals with disabilities, and not just for the individual, but for their families. And that spurred us to develop a family support group, and that group meets monthly, and they get to network with one another and talk about their challenges and their successes, and we can hook them up to different resources and give them education on how to access those resources.
That's so awesome that you say those word challenges and successes. I don't know how important it is to have a support group until you have one. And so my hat is off to your organization for taking the time to find out what is really needed in the community that you serve. Challenges sometimes will make us become hopeless. And so you use both of those words in the same sentence, success. And it's just awesome that we in the social service industry can help people to transition. And that's what Rue's List is all about. We're trying to take a person from where they are and take them to where they need to be after a disaster occurs. And oftentimes, if you haven't walked in those shoes, you really don't understand, or you don't know how the shoe fits until you have to wear it. So I just wanted to say that that is so awesome that you guys put that together. So Stephanie, what would you tell our audience? What type of people, if they are servicing a client, what type of characteristics should that person or family have in order to seek services from your organization?
Well, in order to seek our services, you must be an adult. So that's someone who is 18 or older, out of high school. They must have a developmental disability, and the state recognizes that as a diagnosis of either mental retardation or autism. And they can come to our center. We have a variety of services. We have our day habilitation program, which is activities there at the center, and our activities are vast. We have a ceramic shop, we have a greenhouse, we have a computer room, a scout troop, life skills training, a variety of activities for them to do to keep active and learning. We also have a supportive employment program, so individuals that want to find a job out in the community and they have a developmental disability and some extra challenges in obtaining work, we have somebody who can go out, help them identify potential employers, assess their skills, help them fill out applications, prepare them for interviews, and then once they find a job, he actually can go and do on-the-job training with them until they're comfortable in that job. And he's available for the life of that job. We also have community support, and that's similar to our day habilitation, where they are learning skills for community living, but that's in the home. The individual, our staff goes to their home, teaches them daily living skills in their home, how to maintain a house, how to budget, how to go grocery shopping, and how to access resources and leisure activities in their community. And then, of course, we have added our family support group. And so that's open. Families do not have to have an individual coming to Sunshine in order to be part of that family support group, as long as they have an adult individual in their family who has a developmental disability. That person doesn't even have to live with them or near them.
Wow.
As long as they are dealing with those challenges, they can come and attend our family support group. And then, of course, outside of serving individuals with developmental disabilities, we have also become involved through the Mainland United Way and the IRS and Macedonia Baptist Church. We have developed a partnership where we provide tax assistance to all Galveston County residents, regardless of whether or not they have a disability. And if they had any damage from Hurricane Ike and they want to claim those damages on their income tax, they can there's still time to do that. And we have somebody who can help guide them through that process, complete the forms for them, and help them get more money back on their income tax return. This year, I know our staff member, she has served over 80 individuals, I think about 88 individuals, through the disaster loss tax program, and they have gotten back about $76,000 in total in their income taxes altogether, and their disaster losses have gotten close to $700,000 in disaster losses.
Wow.
So that's something that is also available, and that is only through the end of September, but the other services will continue after September 30th.
Awesome. Go ahead and give us your address and your phone number. I know that there's someone out there that you have given us a wealth of information, and I know that they're out there and they need to seek your services, and they didn't know all of the great things that you guys do. So go ahead and tell us where you're located.
Sure. We are on Galveston Island. The address is 1726 21st Street, and we are located just a couple blocks from the seawall. And people can come into the center. There's somebody there from 8 to 4 every day, Monday through Friday. And if you would like to call first just to set up an appointment, people can come and tour our facility, or just come in and ask more information on the services that we have. And that number is 409-763-5029.
Wow, that's awesome. Could you go ahead and repeat that for us? Your
Sure.
address?
The address, 1726 21st Street, Galveston, Texas, 77550. And the phone number is 409-763-5029.
Awesome. In our wrap-up, Stephanie, if I was a case manager and I'm working for another agency, and I was sitting out there in the audience and I was looking for resources, is there one person in your organization that I would need to contact Or would I just need to send my client? How can I partner with you so that I can send people to you direct and I can get feedback that those people are getting serviced?
You can contact the number that I gave, and we are a small staff. We're a very small nonprofit. There are only 7 individuals there, so the main that number is anybody can get access
to the help.
To the help, and they can either call and ask for myself, or Christina Jones is our operations manager. She's been there over 10 years, and so she has a wealth of knowledge.
Awesome.
And our family support group, that's Novella Cole. So, but you can call the center or come by, and somebody is available to help at all times.
Wow, it's so funny that you would say we're a small nonprofit. We only have 7 people. You know, somebody once told me that dynamite comes in small packages. And so that I know that you guys are doing an awesome work on the island. And so we never despise small beginnings. And I just want to say, from all of the disaster case managers that are on the journey with you, that are supporting the Hurricane Ike victims, thank you for you. Thank you for all that your organization is doing. But most importantly, thank you for the people that you serve. Well, I think that's going to about do it for me. You've been listening to the Disaster Talk Rules List. We'll see you. Meet us here at the same place, the same time on our next show.